In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to draft a princess that bustier. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please keep watching and don't forget to like and then give your review after the video. Thank you. So here we're just going to go ahead to draft our basic bodice pattern. So if you're familiar with this channel, you should know how to do this by now. So I'll mark out my chest line, the bust points, the under bust, and as well as the waistline. Then don't forget to add your 1 inch allowance to this. So go ahead and connect all of these lines. So this is just in case we have beginners here who are just here for the first time. So keep connecting all of this. So the hem of this will serve as my shoulder line. So on that chest line, I took my shoulder measurement, which is 15 divided by 2. I have 7.5. So I just connected it up. So I have 7.5 up as well. Then I took my neck measurement. So for this, I'll be doing a 3.5 by 3.5 neckline, just a basic round neck. Then I'll be connecting, sloping my shoulder with 1/2 inch. Now from here, I'll get the midpoint of what I have on my slope, mark a dot on it, then extend this by 1/2 inch. So this will enable me to form my armhole curve. So pay attention to see how I'll be connecting this together. So from here now, I'll take my bust measurement, which is 36 divided by 4. I have 9, then I added 2-inch allowance to it. Then I'll be using my curve now to arrange a nice curve into it. So this is what the armhole looks like. Now into the drafting. So on the waistline, I'm going to be taking the nipple to nipple measurement, which is 7 divided by 2. I have 3.5. Then I went ahead to add extra 1/2 inch to it, which made it 4. So I marked 4 on the waistline and on the bust points. So 4 on the waistline, on the under bust, and then to the bust points. So look at what I'm going to be doing here now. I'm going to be taking 1.5 inch towards this side for my darting, and then towards this other side, which is the center, I'm going to be taking 1 inch. Again, 1.5 towards the side, and then to the center 1 inch. So I'll connect it to my ruler just like this. So keep connecting gradually. Now, when you've gotten to this stage, we are almost done. So from this part now, which is your under bust, you make a nice curve into your bust points. So you want to go ahead to arrange your curve in a way so that in a nice way so that your curve can sit perfectly. So this is what I had here. Then I'll use the other curvy part again to arrange another nice curve for this side. And this is what I have as well. So having done this now, we've gone ahead to connect our dart and the curve shape. So I'm going to be blending this to the 1/2 I used for the armhole curve. So this is what it looks like. Now, of course, we're going to be taking a dart on the shoulder part of this, or let me say on this curvy part. So from this line, I went out by another 1/2 inch. So I'm going to be using it to dart this part. So look at how I'm going to be connecting it. So from the original line I went out by another 1/2 inch and I connected it into the one I had before. I hope this is clear. So it is this new line I have now will be extending by 1 inch. Take note of that. So I will be extending this new line by 1 inch. This is because after joining, it is common that you have one part longer than one part. So this is just to eradicate that. So in case you have it joined correctly, you can trim out this 1 inch if it is not actually needed. But it's always good to add it. So this is my bust measurement plus 2 inch. Then I added extra 1 inch, which I will be using to join this together. So on the waistline again, I took my waist divided by 4. Then I took what I used for my darting, which is about 2.5. I replaced it. Then I'll be connecting this together. So don't forget to add your allowance as well, which is 2 inch. So once I'm done with this now, I'll cut this out. So watch carefully to see how I'm going to be cutting this out so that it doesn't get damaged. So I'm cutting along these lines like this. Remember that I'm not using the other line I had for my armhole before, so I connected the new armhole. So just look carefully and see how I'm going to be cutting this out. So all of this is what I had after I was done cutting it. You can see, then go ahead to trim out your shoulder slope. So for the back pattern now, I've already drafted the back pattern, my zipper allowance, then have the other measurements. You can see that the armhole for the front is actually different from the back. So for this back pattern, all your measurements will start from the zipper allowance line. So don't take your measurement before the zipper allowance. So you can go ahead and do this as well. So this is just me showing us basically what I've done. So I went ahead to use my nipple to nipple plus ½ inch again, which is about 4 inch after dividing it. So on this part I'll be taking half inch on both sides since it's the back pattern. So I'll just draft it like this. So pay attention to see what I'm doing. ½ inch on both sides, then I'll connect it to the midpoint of my armhole again. So this is where I have the midpoint of my armhole. So I'll be using my curve now to make a slant line into that part. So this is what I had, and of course since we are going to be joining this as well, we are going to be cutting it, so we are eventually going to be joining it back. So we need to extend this part as well by 1 inch. So this is just to be on the safer side so that we don't have any shortage once we are done. So once you have extended that with 1 inch, again draw out your new armhole curve. So this is basically what I was trying to explain. So from this part now, you take your waist measurement. Take note that your measurement is from the zipper allowance part. Take your waist measurement divided by 4, add your 2 inch allowance, then add your dart allowance as well. Then as well for this part, I'll be adding another 1 inch since I'm going to be joining this as well. So take note of it, then I'll connect it into my waistline. So this is what I have for the back piece. Now I'll just cut this out, and then this is really actually all for the back pattern. So cut along the line, these lines carefully as well so that the whole pattern does not get ruined. So I really hope this video was helpful. So if you have any other questions, please leave your questions for me. I'll be happy to glad. And if you have any suggestions or contributions, please let me know in the comment section. So this is just basically cutting it out. Now once you are done cutting it out, you can go ahead to split this into 2. So cut along the dart line just as you can see me doing. So this will serve as the side, and then this one will serve as the center. So I'm just cutting along the dart line. So this is what I have. Now this is what the back pattern actually looks like. Then you can split this into 2. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one, which will serve as the part 2. So this is the front and the back pattern.